30% of all women and 25% of all men suffer from mental health disorder in college athletics. Therefore, mental health is very important in college sports. There are different terms. Mental health disorder is a broad term, and there are different definitions for it, and there are also different disorders. For example, depression. Depression is a persistent sadness people feel when they have depression. Then anxiety is another example for a mental health disorder, and the anxiety is if you have a feeling of anxiety and if you feel anxious. Eating disorder is a third very common mental health disorder, and it is if you have problems with eating. These are just three examples of a mental health disorder, but and I just gave a very short definition of it, but all of these three terms are much more complex, and like I said, it's just three examples, but there are a lot of other mental health disorders. It is very important in college to have resources, especially for athletes and for student athletes, to have a good mental health. For example, it's important to have a good environment. With that, it's important to have academic and athletic staff that supports you and provides resources. Resources could be like to have the ability to see a psychologist, for example, or a doctor, or something like that. Then it's also very important to have a team behind you, depending on what sport you play. And it's important that your teammates are supportive, and that you can talk with your teammates about your feelings. And it's also very important in the team or everywhere that you talk about it, so it's not a taboo topic. How to treat people with mental health disorder is not always very easy, but I think it's very important that we treat them correctly. And one thing is for sure that we support them and are nice to them. Then another important point is that we listen to them, listen what they have to say, listen how they feel, and try to help them. And if we can't help them, it's okay to ask for help, to ask for professional help, or to ask the trainers or the coach for some help to give some more support. This is a quote of Simone Biles. She spoke in public about her mental health disorder. Thank you for listening.